I will send you ID.
Okay, that also works, yeah. Okay. So yeah, for this I'll be sharing screen, so actually you don't really need to have your Dota open.
Okay.
Let's see.
Also, I have one friend. He's really good. One of the best players in Brazil. He's online right now, and if you wanna, I can play a lobby, me against him, to you show to you see my laning phase.
Okay. I mean, could do that. I mean, it depends what you want to focus on. Like personally, I don't think laning phase is that important to focus on. At least there's not much theory to it. Oh, this replay, by the way, it's 8th September, so I cannot download it. If you already downloaded it, maybe you can send me the file.
Let me see. No, I don't have the file.
Okay.
Let me see another one.
I mean, then maybe something more recent, yeah. Like, of course, it's best to have some kind of even-ish game, not a stomp for either team.
This game was so close, man. It's a comeback.
Uh-huh.
Let me see another one. I don't have it. I think I don't have hero plays against playing against good people. Just playing against retarded people, you know.
Well, even then, there's still stuff to learn from. I'm sure you didn't play without any mistakes, so.
Try. Try that one.
Which one? Uh-huh. Okay, this one works. Okay, this looks interesting. It's a good game for Storm. It's good against the enemy heroes. And yeah, maybe not super perfect with your heroes. See a lot of deaths on this guy, but alright, we can go over this one.
Okay.
So yeah, usually I like to start with going over the picks a little bit before actually looking like how the game went. So the reason I say Storm is good this game is,
Disabled, man.
yeah, first of all, they don't have, like, it's only Vengeance Svensson, Priest dodge,
And I can dodge, yes.
and not just that, but if you think about how those heroes work, like Darkseer, Undying, and SF specifically, they're really bad at chasing. They're good at team fights where like everyone is standing still, so they're good against these, like, because they all deal a lot of damage, right? It's scaling damage with like Undying damage boost and Iron Shells and all that stuff. So they're really strong against like these slow heroes that want to be tanky, like a DK or something. But against a hero like Storm, you know, he drops Tombstone and they drop Wall and you just zip out. So it's a pretty good Storm game. Can also split push a lot. And in fact Sven is like not really, you know, he's kind of like a burst hero, but even Sven, like a lot of his spells require commitment, and also like these two spells, you know, it's like a buff he activates. Then he also buys like BKB and Mask of Madness usually, so as a mobile hero it's really easy to like, you know, when he uses them you just go away, wait for him to expire, and then you go back in and he's super weak. So that's another hero that's like kind of countered by mobility. So I'm gonna fast forward through the laning stage because again,
No, that's fine. That's fine.
the laning stage, like, sure there's stuff to talk about. Like, I mean, I'll look if there's anything like really obvious. But generally speaking, it's you know, small stuff like we're not really gonna go over like small mechanical mistakes like, oh, you should, you know, not should have hit this remnant or whatever. Like, you're not really gonna learn from that. So maybe playing a little bit too passively, because you had like two supports backing you up, you can harass him a lot more. If he tries to trade with you, you know he's dead because supports will come in. But you're more focused on CS, which it's not necessarily bad. Like, again, you're better make sure you get a lot of CS and don't die than risk, you know. But considering, you know, it's like a 3v1 and it's an SF who's pretty weak early levels, could maybe play a bit more aggressive. Like the first couple like overload hits, you use them just to secure last hits, but like your damage is higher than the SF anyway at the first few waves, so you might as well use the passive procs to harass him. So now this is kind of interesting. So you find him as a level 4 and you go for the revenge kill because she's really low HP, but it ends up being kind of a waste of time. That was mid, so the XP wasn't lost. But yeah, generally, like, Storm is, especially in a game like this where you feel like we mentioned it's a good Storm game. What that basically means is that if you have a good game, you should be able to carry it, you know. So then you want to be like more farming oriented, not take too many risks.
I really get to this game. My start was very nice, but my in the end you're gonna see.
But it's just the approach. Like, do you pray? Because basically you have like options, right? Either you're like greedy to speed up your own farm, or you play to slow down the enemy farm. So, and it's like really simple. If your hero is better, then you should speed up your own farm. If the enemy hero is better, you should slow down their farm. Oh, this is unfortunate.
I lost my region here.
Yeah, it's a little bit sad, but
really bad for me. I have to go base.
Yeah, I mean there's a shrine, so I think you're okay. So anyway, in this case, like I mentioned, it's a good game for Storm, so you wanna speed up your own farm.
I really don't know if I Q hit here.
Yeah, you could if you commit. Actually, one mistake is when you zip, like if you're committing for a kill. The thing is, when you zip like this, you attack from low ground to high ground. So if this hit misses, then you have no chance to kill him. So if you're going for the kill, you should always try to like not hit up the hill, especially not when it's the overload hit. Because it not only is gonna miss, then you need to zip again, but when you zip again, you actually miss out on the proc, you know, and then yeah, you miss out on all the damage.
I really get I don't know if I can get Q here. I really.
Yeah, I mean you could, but it's we can also look at the map, like what happened on the map before you went for that. So we see actually, yeah, okay, if you see this situation here on the bottom lane, you know that you can go for the kill, because without even moving camera there, you see that 3 heroes are diving the tower. So actually no one can help the SF. So yeah. But still, you know, he's like level 8, yes, range drop, berry fires, multiple charges. It's not like safe kill, so I mean, yeah, DD, so yeah. If you do want to go for a kill, you should just go from behind. Like, just go from here, and it'll be easier. But yeah. Anyway, other thing with just small thing with skill build is in this build, like 2 remnant max passive. That's good if you're gonna fight a lot, because obviously it's like strong with your ulti. Like you wanna chase someone, use ulti a lot. That's when this is good. You get to kill. But if you farm jungle more, then it's better to max the remnant, because it's just, yeah, it's more damage. You farm faster with remnant, or at least you don't need to do 402, but at least like 303. That's like slightly better. Yeah. So just farm a bit.
Over here now.
Here I miss a hit.
Yeah, it's, you get the bench kill, you should be able to get the SF too. I mean, yeah, here you wanted to burst him, but if he's standing still, you don't really need to waste all that mana, but it's whatever. Okay, this is, I would say, I wouldn't go for this. Like, okay, you get the kill, but you waste the regen, and like, okay, it's a kill on Darkseer. Look at net worth. Your top net worth, Darkseer, is 4th from the bottom. So it's like you have more than almost 3 times his net worth. You know, it's not really worth it to use regen to kill him, because this regen equals like so much farm for you. It's not like you miss out on the farm, but yeah. Again, like so far the way you're playing is like very aggressive, 3 kills in 11 minutes, and like that's the way you should play if let's say your hero is countered. So late game is not easy, right? Like let's say they have a lot of silences or disables or whatever, and if you go late game, it's not sure that you're gonna win. So then it's good to play like this, because you apply pressure from the start, and maybe you can snowball before they get strong, before they get their items to counter you. But in this case, they're not gonna get any items to counter you, because their heroes are bad against you. So what that means is it's better to just focus on farming fast, because you see, like, okay, you have 3 kills, and you're gonna have like pretty good Bloodstone timing, but it's still like, you know, I think if you focused on farming instead of going for the kills, you would have a faster Bloodstone. Anyway, with that being said, it's just, like, no big mistake so far. It's just a small, like, playstyle thing. Killing the Sephiroth ult. Yeah, you're still gonna have really good timing, like, I guess 15 minutes. Here, as soon as you get the money, by the way, you should like bring out the recipe for the Bloodstone.
Yeah, I do it right now.
Because, yeah, okay, now, yeah, you send the query back, yeah, alright. So you can finish it for me. Okay, it's good. You notice that there's a lot of people. Immediately back off. That's fine.
Now here by the recipe.
Huh, okay.
I see he uses
yeah, shut up. Okay, so 60 minutes. I mean, that is pretty good. But again, I just want to highlight, like, yeah, it's your team only got 1 tower, so 60 minutes is good timing. But like, considering you're 6-0, yeah, I'm still sure that if you, like, let's say instead of some of those kills you were just farming more woods, you would have faster Bloodstone. But again, this is not necessarily a mistake. This is just something, like, try to think about, you know, when do I want to apply pressure and when do I want to boost my own farm. in this case, it's not like a bad thing per se, because
I really get used because my team was so super bad, man. They and I really get to.
I mean you are playing party queue, so it's your friends, I guess.
Yes.
Anyway, so far you haven't died. I mean the other thing is like when you play a hero like Storm, that's kind of like 1v5 style, you know, especially with Bloodstone, Snowball, etc. Like usually you wanna like have no deaths, and that's a good way to. I mean that's very like clear way to spot mistake, right? If you die, that's a mistake, because almost never is a good reason to die. Okay, yeah, here we go. This may be interesting. We go for the power treads. Lately I've been favoring just keeping brown boots and getting faster Orchid, because
I want to get power treads to don't get bursted.
Yeah.
Maybe by a wrecking. Because SF is going Shadow Blade. Get other versus by a possible blink. Right?
yeah, but you are keeping on imp though. And the other thing is, yeah, that's why you have the.
Because I'm farming.
Yeah, but you also have the health talent to help with that. The thing is, like, it's 950 gold, which is basically what 1/4 of the Orchid. So it's like a bit more than Orchid recipe, you know. And Orchid is like, when you're snowballing, it's like really matters when you get this next item, you know, to keep up the snowball. Because for example, when you get Orchid, you can kill anyone, right? And if you get the Orchid, you know, like 1 minute faster because you skip treads, that's worth it, you know. Yeah, okay, actually go for an talent. That's why, I mean, what you said about not getting bursted is true, but that's also why generally like the HP talent is like what gives you that. And like this game, I'll go for the HP talent. Also, I would like right now you're keeping the TP in backpack, and you have, for example, no talisman instead of the Oblivion staff, which is like Oblivion staff obviously much better than. I mean, you should just sell the no talisman at this point. Okay, this was so. You know that Sand King is going for it, right?
Yes.
But you should assume that he's gonna instantly stun. The problem is you also use the Vortex at the same time, so you stack them. So that gave Sven time to like start running a bit, use his War Cry, and maybe make the kill a bit slower. So I think we just waited there with your Vortex. It worked out, but you know, it's kind of dangerous. Okay, and here you die. Yeah.
Because the Dazzle don't grave me, man. I get tilted.
But this is not the Dazzle's fault though, because like look how you're fighting. You kill one guy, but you know you're fighting. Let's pause here.
Oh, I know. I'm joking, but I say on microphone.
Yeah.
Hey, you gave me. Stupid noob.
There's tier 2 here. There is Shrine here, so you know that any team is gonna come. And you're with like this, like no HP, no mana, and you're fighting still. And again, int treads. I mean, because you said you buy the treads to not get bursted, but they're still on intelligence. Also, no HP talent. So yeah. And the thing is, a lot of these kills. That's also why, like, when you think about item builds, skill builds, and talent builds and stuff, you should think like, what can I do with this build that I cannot do otherwise? Or what does this build let me do that if I didn't have the build I cannot do it? So for example, this intelligence, I mean, okay, more mana, more damage, but like all these kills that you got, you will get them with this talent or without the talent. Like the 10 damage doesn't change anything. Like if you didn't have it, you would still get the kill, you know. You get what I mean? But the HP, like who knows, maybe if you have the HP, like one time where you died, you might not die because you had a little bit more HP. So, you know, maybe like they cannot kill you one stun, or they can. So that's why usually the HP is gonna be a bit better. And the only time I'll take int is if it's like like really no chance of dying. They don't have any burst damage, but I mean they obviously have burst damage this game. So, and yeah, so I mean the issues like with the null talisman and this in the backpack, but here you can anticipate that SF might be coming, but here you are fine. But then you go back in.
Yeah, because I use dust and I
Yeah.
don't see SF. I pop the dust and I don't see. And I think, okay, SF not hide here. But then he comes and I die.
Yeah, but still, man, like think like the game plan. Like don't think about this fight, but think in the game plan. Like let's pause in this situation. The moment before you turn around, like what's the situation? You're top net worth 8-0, already killed the carry and the support, but you're low HP, low mana. Do you really need more kills right now? Like what's the... You should think like, you know, risk reward. So the risk is you die, that's obviously really bad. Like you lose charges, you lose money, you lose the snowball, blah blah blah. The reward, okay, you get the kill on Darkseer, but who cares about Darkseer, man? He's 3k net worth. You're like 3 times his net worth. Like what's the... This is not a reward, you know. The gold from killing Darkseer, you get that gold from one neutral camp. It's the same. So, you know, this is just a risk it's not worth it. And okay, you can say, yeah, Dazzle should grave me, I wanted to bait SF, blah blah, but even then, like again, you're more net worth than SF.
Oh, look. I when I pop the dash, I feel safe. But if Dazzle, he's look Dazzle.
Yeah.
He's from the passive Shadowfinch passive.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, man. Like, okay, in this case, this happens.
If he communicates, if say
but
SF's coming,
you cannot control the Dazzle, man. That's why you should.
Yeah, I know. But yeah. You're right, but I'm just saying.
To think about, and even if you know maybe this Dazzle is fucking, I don't know, it can be, you know, Zai playing the Dazzle, you know, like, or some best Dazzle in the world. Doesn't matter, because it's still a risk, you know. Like what if I don't know, what if Undying comes and he body blocks him, or you know, it's just not worth it. Like you're just low HP, and if you back off, it's a win for sure. 100% win if you back off, because why? You're already in a really good spot, you already farm faster than everyone, already have 18 charges, almost have Orchid. If you back off, there's no way something bad happens. But if you stay, maybe something good happens, but it's not even that good, because again, you're... Okay, you kill Darkseer, but that's not like... You don't win the game by getting 1 more or 2 more kills, you know? This fight here it's not for... Like, you're not even fighting for a tower, you're just fighting for the sake of fighting, you know? It's like there's no objective, no good benefit here. And there's a risk of, obviously, that something bad happens, like dying, which is what happened. And like, I mean, you can have Godly Reflex and, you know, deny yourself with Bloodstone, but it doesn't really matter. The point is you die and you lose the charges, so this is...
that's the point.
This is just bad decision making. Also, because your TP was in backpack the whole time, now it's still cooldown. But if it wasn't, maybe you have it ready. So anyway, this is where you should sell the No Talisman and buy the recipe for Orchid, because you can finish the Orchid from the side shop. And then you don't have to use it. Anyway, here you go, mid. You go for 2 more kills.
And I die.
Yeah. So even if you didn't die, tell me, like, what's the... I'm gonna pause here. So let's, without looking at the changing the screen, let's just look at the minimap. Okay.
Okay.
3 heroes on your team dead. Yeah. You see yellow and purple, the supports. They are here. You don't see the Sven, you don't see the Darkseer. So by doing this zip, you use all your mana. Boom, okay, you kill this guy. this is like maybe okay because you have still enough mana to escape, but already this is kind of like not sure. Like if
Yeah,
that's a
I
good
get
move.
so greedy here. I get so
Because
greedy.
because okay, 400 gold, nice, but you know you go for 2 creep waves mid, also get 400 gold, but you also deal damage to mid tower. And when you push mid, they have to defend mid. Where's the center now? Yeah. When you push mid, like imagine here you didn't go for the zip, but you just push mid. What happens is, you get the same amount of money from 2 creep waves, same gold, so your farm is not slower. You're still sitting at full mana, so if something happens, you can always escape. The creeps will start hitting this tower. You will attack the tower. So what happens is, enemies, they have to run mid to defend, right? When they run mid to defend, you're gonna be pushing bottom. Same thing. 2 creep waves bottom, creep wave is here, they have to defend. Tower is almost dead actually. Maybe even get the tower, that's even more money. So then they just ran mid, now they have to run bottom. Then you TP top, you push top, creep wave hitting the tower. You know, like, you need to, like, kills, they don't do anything. Like, you can kill them 30 times, you know, Undying can be 0-30 and he can still win the game if you die a few times. Because from those 30 kills, maybe 2 times you die and that's GG. That's what I mean, when you're playing this like hero like Storm, like that's kinda wanna carry the game alone. Especially if you know that you're playing party, your team is not so good, so if you want to win, you need to win like alone basically. Especially when you know that you cannot take risks, you cannot die. You can't say like, oh I died 3 times, but it's okay because I have 20 kills. No, like it's much better to be like 10 kills and 0 deaths than to have 20 kills and 3 deaths, because 1 death on Storm that can like decide the game. Because you're the most snowball hero, they get so much money, so much XP. If they kill you, they get so much space. So again, like here your focus is wrong. Like you're thinking about kills, but the kills they don't do anything. Not only do they not do anything, but you risk your own life and you die again, second time. And you're not controlling the map. Because you see when right now the creeps are kind of equal. Like this creep wave is here on the river. This creep wave is here on the river. This creep wave is like a little bit past the river, but it's kind of equal, you know, like. And if you push the waves, if all the waves are pushed in, then like imagine this bubble, like at all the tier 2s, the creep waves are there. You have the whole map to farm. If someone, you see what I mean? Like that's why someone asked me like how to get better. I always say push waves. That's the most important thing, because when you push the wave, you get information no matter what. Like, and there's 2 options, right? If you push the creep wave mid, like I said, there are 2 things that can happen. Either someone comes to defend it, the tower, and farm the creeps. So if they do that, you see them on the map, and you know where they are. That's information. Or no one comes to defend it, and then you also get information because you know, okay, my creeps are hitting their tower, and no one is defending, so they must be doing something. Maybe they're smoking, maybe they're ganking.
They're smoking, they're rushing.
Yeah, maybe they're rushing, exactly. So no matter what, you push the wave, you get information. That's how Dota works. And that's why it's always good to push waves. And if you go for a kill, well, you give them information, because you go on the bench and they see you, and then Sven can decide, okay, I can, you know, farm bottom, Storm can't touch me, maybe I can go there and try to kill the Storm. You know, like you give them information by showing yourself, and you're just going for a kill and not pushing wave. So again, even if you survive here, it's still not a good play, because you just waste time. And I mean, you had some mana, you could at least try to zip a bit, but yeah, I guess you were kind of tilted at this point. Yeah, and it's also where the HP and the strength treads and the HP talent would be a bit better in this scenario. Anyway, 2 deaths, like the game is not over. Like you made it a lot harder for yourself, but it's not like GG yet. I think like you can afford to die maybe 2 more times or something, but after that it's gonna get really hard, because you're still top net worth. It's still like you're still gonna have fast orchid. But okay, one issue here, like I said, you know, you buy the Oblivion staff.
Yeah, I don't buy recipe and I have Juice Cooler.
Yeah, exactly. And if you buy the recipe, you can finish here. Don't be sad, man. This is the point, you know. If you don't make any mistakes, you're not gonna learn anything. So it's good that there's a lot to say. And then, okay, I can say one more small thing. I mean, because you're not really toggling the treads at all. Again, I don't like treads on Storm that much anymore. But if you go treads, like, it's not the biggest thing, but, you know, if you have treads, you might as well do it. Try to make it a habit. Is, you know, the mana cost of your ulti, it's based on your total mana pool. So that means is, to have, like, the most mana, you should be on Strength Treads when you cast it, and then toggle to int while you're flying. It's and yeah, then you have a little bit more to work with. But, I mean, it's almost the same. But,
I choose this replay because I'm not a Storm player, you know. I'm just trying to get better.
Yeah,
the hero.
Of course. I mean, it's good to. So, okay, this was very risky, but. So
yeah, but look my Sand King right now. We can just win the game here. That where I lost the game.
Okay, wait. Actually, we missed a part, like, because how does this fight start?
Yeah, I have a region room and my bottle.
Yeah.
My bottle was.
But this part. Anti-mage dies, and then let's go to Dire Vision. You don't see anyone. Sven used his ulti and he's farming creeps. Okay, his ulti is about to expire. Maybe that's why you want to fight. But still, you're taking this fight with Anti-Mage dead, 4 versus 5, and this is the second highest net worth hero on your team.
We see yellow mid.
You see the Undying. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
he has no TP scroll. Yeah. No TP scroll. Okay, you bait the stun, you bait the vacuum. Still have the regen going.
Okay.
This is fine.
Now's the time. Look, this is stupid man, no.
Yeah, but the Requiem cancels his blink. And you don't really have damage to kill the Sven. And yeah, I mean, okay, Undying is mid, but the cores are still there, you know, and like you're still missing your anti-mage, so you're still like, if you look at net worth wise.
Here, they have vision.
Let's see. I think it's just from these creeps. Yeah, it was barely enough, but anyway, the point is, again, also your team had no sentries for SF, but it's just. Again,
I don't know because they will blink me.
But the point here is that like you're taking these fights where, like, what did I say at the start? You know, with the picks, like, why is this a good Storm game? Not just because of stuns, but what else did I say? Do you remember?
No.
Like these heroes, SF, Undying, Darkseer, they cannot chase. They, like, their spells are like area around them. Like Requiem is around him and SF has no mobility. Tombstone you use on one place and it stays there. Darkseer wall you use on one place and it stays there. So basically they're good at team fights that are like, you know, team fights in one place. But if the team fight involves a lot of chasing, they're bad because, okay, you walk away from the Tombstone, you walk away from the Darkseer ulti, and it's useless. It's not doing anything because it's not there. And you have good heroes to do that with. You have AM, who has blink, Storm, who has jump, and Sand King, who has also like blink and stuff. You have good heroes to like kite, like run around, wait for Sven ulti to end, you know, get away from the Tombstone, blah blah, take a slow fight, and you win that fight. But if you look at how this fight starts, or the way you initiate it, all the way back. So the way you win fights, or what your hero is strong at, is to kite them, like 4 spells. But to see what happens here, okay, you have a region room, but still you jump in, and then you use all your mana. So right now you cannot really kite much more. And also Dazzle puts weave. Actually, wait, that's your Dazzle. Okay, so yeah, that's even better. Like, you have the Dazzle weave, which means you want to wait a bit. Like you want to wait for the weave to kick in. You force the Sven Warcry, so plus 20 armor. Like right now when you have plus 20 armor, you're not gonna kill anyone. So you wanna wait until the Warcry is over at least. But here you're like trying to focus the Sven when he still has armor. And it's really hard. And also no sentry for the SF. And yeah, basically all these things. But the point is, if you have a lot of items, you can win these fights solo and there's nothing they can do. But because you fight before you have the items, and because you also the other deaths, like you already died twice, it's already like not easy to... Like you don't have the item advantage, you know. You're also not really ahead in structures.
Here the game is over for me. I just get out of my mind.
Yeah, and here you kind of give up because from here to come back, what you need to do is like, yeah, you're doing it now, skipping waves. Okay, that's good, but like this is what you kind of should be doing a lot earlier. And even from here, like after losing one Rex, you can still win, but here you kind of gave up. And you have Anti-Mage, you have Storm. It's just it didn't really have the right approach to. It's because it's really it was not hard to win this game solo. You were in a good spot. Look at the graph. I guess it was here when you first died. You were definitely in a spot where you can just win the game solo. Like you had the. Let's go back before the first death. Yeah, like here, 20 minutes. 16 charges Bloodstone, like 50% of the Orchid. Like from here, if you play it right, there's almost no way you can lose. Also look at the map, like you control the map. Bottom is pushed, mid is pushed, you're pushing top. But yeah, so what goes wrong here is that you just start taking a lot of fights for no reason. I mean, it's really good, like you split, you force Sven TP. And you see the enemy team. So this is where you want to be bottom. This is again where the TP and backpack, it hurts so much. Because like right now you could TP bottom. Like this is 35 seconds left on double the cooldown. So if it was normal cooldown, it will be ready by now. And you know there's actually a trick you can do to fix that. Is if you drop it on the ground, you buy new TP, then you pick it up, it's gonna have the refreshed cooldown.
I don't know. I don't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know it until like 2 days ago. I saw some video. But yeah, that's a nice trick to fix the TP cooldown. Anyway,
I really don't know that.
Again, it's just a mindset. Like more focus on lanes, more focus on getting your items. Because
I think it's okay. It's done for now. Just replay.
Yeah,
I don't feel like.
If you want, I can show you real quick. Like, I also had one party storm game, I think. Not sure if the replay is still available. It was a few days ago.
but what do you think about my general gameplay?
Yeah, like the play is fine, man. Like your clicks and stuff and how you do it, that's good. It's just you.
Do you think I'm really a 6K? I'm just a retarded guy who get this from lucky. What do you think?
No, I don't think you're being lucky. But it also doesn't really matter what I think that much. It's more like
No, it's really important for me. What do you think, man?
It's just like the way for you to improve right now. It's really simple because it's just about mindset. You don't have to practice lane. You don't have to practice how to use items or how to fight. No, you don't need any of that. All you need to practice is to think like, okay, why is my hero strong? What should I do? Should I fight or should I push?
Yeah,
I
know that's the final stage.
Yeah,
of
that's basically
learning, but it's the hardest one.
It's hard, okay, of course, but that's why, you know.
Yeah, Dota's not the easy game, man. And just saying.
We're not gonna go through the whole replay like here, but I just wanna like give example a little bit because this was also party.
Hey man, you're very beautiful on this photo. This elephant.
Yeah. This is party game. It's not a very high level, but this is to show you how to play, like when to take risks. So again, we're not gonna look too much at the laning stage. I'll skip ahead a bit. Okay, I also did some fighting. My start is actually not so great. Actually, also playing against the SF on the lane. So, in fact, look, the SF is actually ahead of me a bit, or we're equal. So a lot of like early fighting, and now you see I start farming jungle and I have soaring. Like, look, this Bat Rider is got like at 9 minutes. You know, the game is not going great. My monkey is 0-5. So
It is a really monkey.
to win this game, like, I need to, you know, carry it. Basically, we don't have a carry. Like, he has no items. And it's kind of hard still. But let's see. So here I farm jungle. I make stack for myself. I'm gonna here shrine. I even lose the tower. This is like really bad. Their tower full HP. We lose mid tower. Okay, this is the one fight I joined, and because why do I join this fight even though I have no items?
Arcane rune.
Because arcane rune, exactly. That's the reason. If I don't have this rune, I'm not gonna fight. But I have arcane rune. Actually, I get kind of lucky in this fight because yeah, I think I dodged a lot of spells and they stack up.
Only dodgy direction.
And we kill them all. So this was like pretty lucky fight, but still, you see, we kill 4 people. And how much gold I get? 500. Like, kill 4 heroes, man. 500 gold. You know how much 500 gold? That's like 2.5 creep waves.
Yes.
So you see, like, kills are, if you want to get items, kills are not the way to get items, you know. Kills are just to create space. That's why you make kills. But if you want to farm, the kills are just bad. And if, again, like, we can look at score. SF 3-4, I am 4-1, and he has more net worth than me. Just because of, we actually both teams took 1 tower, but just because he has more creeps. And not even that many more creeps, but yeah. So you see now, I'm like getting close to Bloodstone, and I tell my team, alright guys, I'm not gonna fight, because I wanna finish Bloodstone. I'm not fighting. And I just let them feed or whatever, I don't care. Okay, here I go for pickoff because X got a good jump. But after that, I don't chase anyone. You know, they're 2 dead. I can try to get this Visage, but there's no point. And I look at the map, I look at the creeps. We'll do player perspective.
It's interesting. You can find a game party queuing with almost 6 game MR in party in you.
Yeah, yeah.
Here in South America, I get 1 hour queue with 5.9 solo.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I guess there's more players here. Anyway, I can look at this mode, for example. We see everyone bottom, and I have Bloodstone, but Bloodstone is not enough. I cannot solo win the fight with Bloodstone. So my reaction, I need to push top. Like, everyone is bottom, so I'm gonna push top. And I push this really far. Then I TP out because I'm scared that they're coming for me. And now, only reason I fight here again is because we have global. Like, basically, actually the global silence is what, like, lets me fight so early. So, okay, we kill the bat. Kill this guy, and because we have global, we can, like, chase everyone. But again, it's about controlling the lanes. Like, you see me after the fight, I move to top lane to push it again.
Yeah, it's more to know when we have to fight.
Like, okay, here again, I see Chrono is used, everyone is low HP, and you see I don't jump like when I'm here. I have right now enough mana to jump here in the middle of everyone, and okay, I'm gonna do a lot of damage to Void and Bat and maybe kill someone, but I don't jump immediately because, again, my goal is not. I'm not thinking, okay, how is my team gonna win this fight? No, I think, how can I get maybe 1 kill, Bloodstone charge, with 0 chance that I die? So I go here, patient, I see what spells people have, what they're doing, and I see, okay, Bat Rider is very low HP, he's alone, I'm just gonna kill him. And okay, now Void ran away. I'm not gonna chase Void because it's on the shrine. I don't know. I mean, I could maybe get the skill, but it's a risk, you know? Like, I'm going very far away. I just go for Visage because this is safe.
Yeah, risky reward thing, yeah.
Exactly. Get safe kills. And now the tower. This is important because, like, why are these kills good? Because we actually get tower after that. If we don't get the tower, the kills don't matter because we can do again fight recap. Okay, again, I got 2 kills, 600 gold. It's not really, like, it's whatever. But the tower is what's important. And now again I keep it top to push this lane because SF is always pushing. Here we see the recipe again, so I can not use courier when I finish it. Here the thing about killing this SF, but he just TPs out. So I can go for this creep wave here, but if I do that, I show myself, and I show myself like very far on the map, so enemies are not scared. So by farming enemy jungle, I'm actually applying pressure, and my plan is to get the next creep wave top. Actually, I wanted to kill this creep wave, but I think I mistimed it a bit. So now I'm waiting for the next wave. And the way to see it is like pretty simple. You can like look at your mirror lane on bottom. So when my creeps are here at the tier 2, their creeps are gonna be there at the tier 2. So now I know the wave is here.
I learned a lot of that playing Tinker.
Yeah, exactly. That's, I mean, Tinker's probably one of the best heroes to do it with, but yeah. So here again you see a illusion, and this is like, you know, very scared play. You can think, okay, I'm most farmed hero, I'm playing so scared, but again, just you should play with no risk of dying. Now here I want to defend again because we have global. That's the only reason I come.
No, I would just ask you, hey man, if well was me, I will not tip you back.
Yeah, but the reason is we can actually go back a bit. See Radiant Fog. I think we saw the battle at top because, let's see. Okay, no, we see that it's Riosef bottom. We see the Sand King. Yeah, it's I agree it's maybe questionable TP, but yeah, I think it's again because the global, and I see that okay, I can kill one guy for sure and probably stop their push. I see that Shadowfiend has no BKB, and we have global silence. We have a good ward as well. And that's why, but still I'm like not sure about this fight. I wait for, okay, now Sand King initiates. And yeah, I'm not what
I don't know what he's thinking.
That was kind of weird. But again, we see actually let's see when the Bat Rider shows himself. Look, very important to keep looking at the mini map.
Yes.
Okay, so
when
now
show you can just call, hey, go.
Yeah, there's no Bat Rider, nowhere to TP for him. Like there's no bat, and we're like, okay, just go, because
yeah.
And we get the D-ward, and now again we push out the lane, find some more kills.
Oh, you dodged the chrono, man?
Yeah, I mean this was actually like maybe a bit of luck, not really luck, but it's like you should always, when you jump someone, you should expect that, okay, they're coming to help him, so someone will try to stun you. So you wanna like keep zipping around, basically. I mean, this was just the chrono was not very good, but yeah.
It was very nice, yeah.
Here we just chase a bit, and from here already, like again, kind of similar situation to your game, right? Except I didn't go Orchid. I went Linken's first before Orchid because they have escape bat.
Yes.
So only way I can die is if I get stunned. And we have enough, like we have silencer, we have axe, we have enough disables. But again with these charges, it's like from here, if I don't fuck up, you know.
Okay, let me make you a question for you. If you have a Legion commander on your team, do you go Linken's first? Do you still go Linken's first?
I think yeah, because again it's like about safety, you know. Okay, maybe if we didn't have silencer, I would go Orchid, so I get these kills. But it's again about safety, because with Orchid I can get kills, but I might die. With Linken's, I can still get kills, but lower chance that I die, you know? And like, it's just, with Linken's I can also still farm, so it's like for example this split pushing, and pushing creep waves and stuff and controlling the map. Like Orchid does not help with that. Orchid only helps with kills. But Linken's actually helps with that because it means that they cannot do this. You know, like if I'm split pushing top with Bloodstone Orchid, what's standard reaction they can do is Bad Rider lassos me, Void TPs in and I'm dead. Or anyone else TPs in and I'm dead. But if I have Linken's, already they cannot do that. They need like, Bad Rider needs extra item. If he uses Force Staff to break Linken's, then that means, you know, he cannot drag me. The TP is harder. SK can never catch me. All those things, you know, like... Basically, Linken's makes it so much harder for them to catch me.
Hey, just give me 1 second, I have to go to the bathroom.
Alright.
Hello, I'm back.
Welcome back. Just answering some questions on stream. So I'm gonna like fast forward now to this replay, but basically see these fights, it's like again only taking fights if there's like no chance of me dying. Never jumping with a big risk. Only jumping if it's like we have more heroes than they have. This was actually one of the few deaths I think, and even then it was like really close, and I think I still got the Bloodstone deny. No, I didn't use the knife for some reason, but anyway. And yeah, from here it's like kind of easy. The more items you get, the easier it gets. And then you start snowballing. Like after you get 20 plus charges, the game is just really easy. Here I also die, but I mean now I'm playing a bit cocky and careless. And also if you look at talents, HP and armor, because all the items you build are gonna give you mana and damage and stuff. So the only thing you really want is to be tanky. And this is because there's like chrono and stuff that they're gonna attack me during. So HP and armor. In most games you wanna take HP and armor. Sometimes if like there's really no damage, or it's only magic damage, then you can take attack speed. And from here the game is kind of old. So, did you have any other replays you wanna go over, or?
Let me see, man. I don't know. I really don't know if I have one.
We can also like you can go queue for an unranked game and we do some live coaching.
I just wake up, man. I can't play a game, I think.
Alright, no worries. Hey, it's up to you. Just tell me what you wanna do.
I don't have a replay. I think we have to kill. I don't see another way, man. I can play one against my friend. If you wanna see my mechanics, I don't know if it's good to you.
I mean, but it's not for me, man. We're doing this for you. If you wanna improve on your mechanics, sure. I'm just saying, like, if you want to.
Yeah, I really wanna play.
But
wanna improve my mechanics.
But if you wanna get better as a player, that's what I'm saying. Like, I looked at your game. The problem is not your mechanics. That's not what's gonna give you MMR. You can get better mechanics, but you will still lose the same games, I think, because the more important thing is what I said. You know, the decisions and when to fight, when to farm. That's what will actually make you get the MMR. So, but it's up to you though, man. Like it's your lesson. So.
Okay, let's go 1v1.
Okay. Against your friend? Let's see.
Yes, he's really good. Oops. You have to come to the lobby. I will. Come here. Let's come to buddy.
Alright. Okay, I can be broadcaster.
Okay, I think it's fine, right?
Yeah, I can go.
I can start. I will probably gonna lose because this guy is a fucking monster. But I will try my best.
Sure.
Shadow Fiend.
Where do you live?
I live in Spain. In Europe.
I follow your team in 4P5, right?
I mean that's my ex team, yeah, Swedish team,
Mm.
but I left them some time ago, a couple months
And
ago.
are you gonna keep playing
Yeah,
competitive Dota?
I'm on a different team now. Oh, for some reason I have only Radiant Fog, but okay, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Oh, come on, man. How? Okay, I fucking lost.
Never give you the satisfaction.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Literally had 1 HP, man. 1 fucking HP.
Yeah. Hey, call GG. So I think we can go more. I don't know if it's good to you to see.
But man, don't stop thinking what's good for me, man. Like the lesson is
I
for
really
you.
want to improve my mechanics. You know, I think it's a good way play against a good people like him.
But okay, let me ask you this: like, in a real game, like, do you want to get more MMR? You want to climb MMR, right?
Yes, I want to climb him.
I mean, who doesn't? Obviously, okay. Are you ever gonna play a pub where you're playing SF against SF? No,
No.
it's impossible. Okay, so why do you think this is good practice then?
Okay, we can go for another. Because I don't have a replay, you know.
Can you invite me again to lobby?
What?
Invite me to lobby again?
Alright, let's play another one. I will invite you. Come to party. I will.
Okay.
I
I mean, just invite me to party then.
Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend.
Prepare for battle.
But look my block. Look when.
I cannot.
Ah!
I don't see your block because for some reason I only have the fog of radiant.
Okay. I want to improve my block. My block.
Like again, he gets level 2 before you. So when he's level 2 and you're level 1, you just can just zone.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you don't have
I know.
raise.
He blocked better than me.
No, it's not about the block though. It's he kills your range creep, and you like now he
He has
killed.
3.
Yeah, you didn't kill one range creep, so you're still level 1.
Yeah,
He's
okay.
level 3.
but he's low.
Never give the satisfaction.
Yeah, he could do this because he had a lot more creeps.
Shit. He come back.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Let's go the last one.
Alright.
Go?
Yeah,
No.
ready.
Prepare for battle.
Have you seen my block?
Yeah, I'm watching now.
Oh, I like. Ah, I fucking lag, man. That's fine.
But here, why do you go for this trade when you're on the low ground, he's on the high ground, he has more creeps, and you're trading hits? Like, that makes no sense.
Alright. I think I'm practicing loss here. Oh, he cancelled my stuff.
Again, he's level 3, you're level 2.
Yeah, he just.
You use race when you need 1 creep for level 3, man. That's why.
I'm. Yeah, I'm dead.
Oh, you're really like focusing on the wrong things, man. Like, you're not gonna get better from me saying like, "Oh, go for this last hit now. Take this creep now." Just simple decisions. Like, you need to look at levels. He's level 3 and you're level 2. You don't trade. That's it. If you need one creep XP to get level 3 and level 2 raise, then you should not use the level 1 raise. Again, you go for fight when he's on high ground and you're low ground.
Yeah, he's on regular, but I have. He gonna aggro.
Yeah.
And
Just simple decisions, man. It's not, yeah.
where you think I can improve here in these games you see.
It's like I told you, man. It's definitely not mechanics. I don't know where you got this idea, but okay. Okay, let's do it this way. Tell me, what do you think is mechanics?
I think on last hit and when I have to harass him in these little things.
Okay, when you have to harass him, that's not mechanics. Mechanics means, yeah, like clicking,
Last hitting.
yeah,
And
using spells, fighting, using items. That's mechanics, but that's not.
Do you really think I lost these games not on mechanics but on decision making?
These games, yeah, I think so.
Yes.
I mean, okay, not. Of course, he was last hitting better, but for example, the first game you won because he did something stupid, which was dive. But a lot of the decisions, like, you can be better at mechanics than him, but you'll probably still lose because of all the weird, yeah, because your decisions were so bad. Like the fight when he has level higher, you know, stuff like that. But again, I don't think this is very useful for Dota because, like I said, this situation, SF against SF, it's never gonna happen in a pub. So if you want to climb MMR, you need to think more about like what I was telling you. You know, like when I see you play Storm, okay, like how you fight, how you use ulti and remnants,
Mm-hmm.
everything is fine. How you use items, it's all good, no problems.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
But
what do you
okay,
think right now? I have an idea. I have I just subscribed on this gamer sensei
yeah,
just to get coached by you.
uh huh,
So I have some other coins. I have, let me see. I have, oh, what's happening, man? I can't log in. I don't know my password. I just forget my password. But I have a lot of coins, and I can, maybe we can go next week for 2 hours instead
again,
of,
yeah, yeah,
because just get in right now. I don't have any replay. I don't
uh
know
huh.
where we can improve. You know,
Okay, okay.
we
You
don't
mean
know. We don't
yeah?
know.
You mean to save just finish now with 1 hour and 20 minutes
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
go next week? Okay, yeah, we can do
yeah.
that. Just yeah, save some replay and yeah.
I will. I don't know how to say that in English. I
Relax,
will.
relax.
I
Message.
will get my password back
Uh-huh.
and schedule another class, and we can do this time. This time we still have in another 1 hour next
Okay,
week.
sure, sure. We can do that. All right.
It's better. I don't have any replay. I will try to play a good game this week.
Yeah, yeah. That's fine.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
so
fine.
again, ideally close-ish game where you feel like, okay, I'm not sure what I did wrong here or I don't know how I could win this game. That's the kind of replay you want. Yeah. And
Hmm.
yeah. All right then. Well, see you next week, mate. Hope it was useful at least
Hey,
what
I
we
will
did.
schedule right now. I will schedule right now
Yeah.
maybe to Saturday. Okay,
Saturday, sure.
and and,
Sure.
and you have to accept.
Yeah,
Accept.
yeah. I'll
Yeah.
do it. All right, man.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. Thank you, man.
All right,
And
welcome.
okay, just an overall thing in in the end.
Yeah.
Where do you think I have to improve? Just to think this week.
Yeah, so try to think like okay, here's how I'll explain it to you. Um, you know what I said about you need to find the balance, right? Like the best decision making is the balance, like to know exactly sometimes go for kills, sometimes go push creep waves. You want to go to the balance. And like right now, you're a bit too much, let's say, to one side, which is like too much going for kills and not
Hmm.
enough pushing the creeps and controlling the map and controlling the creep waves. So it's not possible that like in 1 week you suddenly you're gonna be perfectly in the balance where you should be,
Yeah, but I can get better.
but you get better, yeah. But one way to do it that's easy is to try, like right now you're a bit too much to one side, just try to go a bit too much to the other side, and you're gonna see the difference and that's gonna help you learn. So like
Mm.
try play a couple games. If you're scared of like losing a Mara, it doesn't have to be solo rank games, maybe some party games or whatever. I try to play those games, like you pick Storm for example, or I mean whatever you want, but for example Storm, and tell yourself, okay, this game I'm not gonna die one time, I'm gonna have zero deaths, and I'm gonna focus only
Hmm.
on pushing the waves and controlling the map. And maybe I'll get the kill sometimes. If there is one guy with 550 HP, I will kill him. But I will never die, and I'm gonna control the waves. And tell yourself that. Go to the other extreme. That's not
Hmm.
perfect, right? You shouldn't. It's not like you should never get kills, but just go to the other extreme so that you can see how that is, how that works. You see how you will feel when you play the game, and then from there you can already go back a bit to the middle where you should be, to the balance.
Hmm.
That's the advice I'll give.
Okay, that's fine. So we gonna see you again
Yeah, next week,
next
man.
Saturday.
Next Saturday.
Okay.
All right, man.
Saturday is fine for you, or you have some championship to play?
It's probably fine. If there is some tournament, I'll message you and we decide.
Okay, okay,
It's
okay. That's
no
fine.
worries.
That's fine.
All right,
Okay.
man. Have a
Thank you,
nice
man.
day, man. See ya. Well, happiness. Uh, for the first question, I honestly don't watch a whole lot of replays. If I do watch replays, it's games with my team where I focus on team movements and stuff like that. But my personal pubs, I rarely watch because generally I'm kind of aware of the mistakes I made during the game. Um, it's not to say that replay watching is just a personal thing. Like everyone learns in different ways. Um, of course, when you watch a replay of yourself, you're gonna have more awareness because you're not actually playing the game. You're not distracted of thinking of. You have more stuff to think about, so you can pay more attention, and you can improve from that. But I mean, just because you ask for me personally, like how it works, but yeah. Why is he want even a good practice? Well, it's not that was my point. At least for the vast majority of players, because there are very few players that are like really good at decision making, but their mechanics are holding them back. That's extremely rare. The majority of players are just have good mechanics, but they just make bad decisions all the time. They stomp their lane and then they just feed because they don't know when they should fight and when they should farm, and that's why they lose games. And they stay at the same MR, but they keep like focusing on, I want to win mid, I want to be a really good laner, I want to spam 1v1s. So then you're like super good laner, and but you're still like 6k because you don't know how to carry a game. That's why 1v1 is not so good for the majority of players. Yeah, sure, maybe Bulbo. I mean, but like I said, it's very rare, very exceptional to be like that. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. That was for coaching. I'm gonna be heading off now, and maybe I'll stream some pubs tonight. Not sure. We'll see. Alright, see you guys.